Shooter, you have to have the mindset of like a cheetah about to hunt. You know, you got to be patient. You got to understand when it's time to go, that's the time. But if you're not like that, you'll lose your meal. Yeah, the art of shooting to me is like jazz. It's like listening to like a Sade. It's poetry. You know, if you watch a D Book, if you watch Steph Curry, if you watch Klay Thompson, if you watch their feet and their hands, everything is like a melody. You know, but for you to understand this melody, just like jazz, you gotta know how to play music. You know, you gotta know how to see the tunes to look for. So when I watch real shooting and I watch real art of shooting, man, it's like I'm sitting at a show listening to Beethoven or something. So that's what the art of shooting is to me. It's just poetry. Basketball at an early age provided me with like peace, because it didn't allow me to notice the type of environment I was living in. Growing up in the early 90s, in the late 80s in Washington, D.C. is a little traumatizing. It can definitely attack your mental, but with basketball, it helped me to be distracted from all the negative that was going on around me. And I used basketball to not be so focused on the gun violence and be so focused on some of the negative things that were going on in my neighborhood. And I feel like if it wasn't for basketball, I would have been probably sucked into the same type of life. I always wanted to make it to the NBA, but once again, that was another situation in my life, don't be in a rush. And since that day, I don't think I've ever made a decision, just impulse thinking. I said, you know what, I'm gonna grind this all the way out. Then if it doesn't work, I'm gonna go to the next situation. I'm not in a rush anymore for greatness. I'm not in a rush anymore for things to happen as fast as I want, because sometimes greatness takes time. Sometimes greatness takes you understanding to be consistent, you understanding that you have to sometimes wait and sit behind other people to be successful. And at the time, I wasn't doing that. I wanted to be that dude in the neighborhood that made it to the league. You know how it is. So for me chasing that, I might have missed out on one of the biggest opportunities of my life. Since day one, you know, not making excuses has always been my theme since I grew up. You know, I've been through everything and any possible thing that can happen to somebody has happened to me. You know what I mean? So when it comes to basketball, you know, I'm one of those people that don't make excuses. I don't care if the ball's flat. I don't care if the rim is crooked. I don't care if it doesn't have a net. I don't care if the rim is 12 feet high. I don't care if it's snowing. Shoot the ball. You know, I feel like with everybody, sometimes if you can't shoot, you make excuses. And I realize in life, when you make excuses, that's you covering up that you're not working hard towards that goal. Basketball is my why. Basketball is my reason why I was born to be Chris Matthews first and then lethal shooter. Basketball is the reason why I'm able to help people all around the world to know to stay locked in. Basketball is the reason why I'm able to show people failure don't mean you just fail. Failure is the learning curve. Failure leads to success. So basketball is just, I'm not trying to say it's that, but like, it's like breathing to me, you know? So every day that I wake up and I have to breathe, and as I'm sleeping I have to breathe, that's as much as I need basketball in my life. You know, I'm an addict to basketball. I love it so much. It's not just about shooting the ball. It's about me getting to their mental. Because if you can master the art of shooting, if you can master being diligent in your work, you can master your life. And the one thing I understand about teaching my clients, if I'm not strict on them about the art of shooting and their life is sloppy, you're not gonna be able to shoot the ball. There's nobody in history that was a great elite shooter and consistent that their life wasn't right. So when I'm teaching my clients, I'm not just helping them understand the art of shooting, I'm helping them understand how to be successful as an overall person. I was born to help others. I was born to be a trainer. I was born to be a motivator. I was born to be somebody that sometimes I help so many other people that my life isn't always as perfect as it needs to be, you know, but when I feel like I help other people, I feel like that's what completes my life. You feel me?
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever that is, that's it. Perfect. 3 more. Way to stay right there. Good, good, good. Ain't nobody stopping that. All right. Good, good.
Good. Good.